All right, so if you're curious about the Central Coast housing market here in SLO County, you've come to the right video. We're going to be talking about the days on market, some of the trends we've seen as far as pricing, price per square foot. Let's talk a little bit about inventory, what some of the trends are for 2024. My name is Joshua Farris. I'm a real estate broker with 10 years of experience helping buyers, sellers, and investors here on the Central Coast. So if you have any questions, or maybe you're thinking about selling your home, or just want to get an updated price evaluation on your house, maybe you're a first-time buyer and you want to buy smart and avoid some of the common mistakes, reach out. My team is here to help. Please leave a like and subscribe and comment. Let me know what you think is going to be happening here for the real estate market in 2024. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. This is your housing market update here in February of 2024. Let's go ahead and get started. So January typically is a pretty slow month here for real estate sales. All over the country it's the case, and particularly, as well here on the Central Coast. So if we take a look here at the closed sales in January, we saw that we had 167 January 2024. And if we take a look back in January 2023, we had 117. So we have had an increase of closed sales here in the county, which overall is a good thing. Means we've got some more active buyers out there, and the listings are closing. So we've seen in the last year, again, inventory was really tight. So we're happy to see some of that increase there in the overall closed sales volume. Pending sales has increased as well. If we take a look here, we can see that right now we've got 179 pending sales. And if we compare that to 2023 of last year, during this time we had 163. So increased closed sales and increased pending sales. Overall good sign, more inventory. And let's take a look here at the days on market. What we're seeing here, days on market typically is really low when we've got a strong seller's market and we've got low inventory, which we've seen historically low days on market here in the Central Coast in particular, because we have such few housing units available for purchase. And so many people want to move to the area, and we've got a lot of retirees and work from home type of home buyers here moving to the area. So days on market, we can see here we're at 20 for January. Now that's up from December, which was 17. So days on market starting to reach a more normalized number. So typically here in the county, historically, we're about 25 to 30 days on market. And of course, it's an average, so it could be different for everybody. So if you're curious how much, how many days on market your house might be based on your local area and neighborhood, reach out. We'd be happy to provide that info for you. But we're seeing the days on market increasing. Overall, a good sign, more normalized market for that. So let's take a look here at active listings. What's available for purchase? What's the current inventory of homes right now? So if we take a look for the county, we see active listings at 440. It's down a little bit from December, which was 460. But if we take a look back a couple years in January of 2019, which was a more normalized market, we saw 1,097. So we're way off versus the active listings that we normally would see. So pretty big reduction there in the inventory overall in the county. But there's a lot of new listings being signed here to come for the spring. So I do anticipate that in the springtime we're going to see that inventory come up a bit. And like I've talked about in previous videos and my year-end report, a lot of this low inventory is due to that golden handcuffs effect, right? So two-thirds of people who have a mortgage have a rate below 4%. So if you have a mortgage and you've got a really low rate, you're probably not going to be wanting to sell that house and move into a rate that was 8% or 7.5% like we saw back in October. But now that we've seen the rates decrease a bit, 6.5%, 6.25%, even down to 6%, people are more comfortable making that, bridging that gap from 4.5%, let's say, or 4% to 6.5%. And I anticipate even in the next coming months, we might even see those reduce a little bit more. Active homes for sale by city. Let's just take a quick little snapshot here, kind of give you an idea if you're shopping or you're thinking about shopping for a home in the spring or in the next couple months. You kind of get an idea of what's available out there. Still relatively low inventory, but like I said, I anticipate in this month, in February, and in the following months to have that increase. But let's take a look here, active homes for sale by city. Atascadero, currently, as of the recording of this video, we've got 34 active homes for sale. Paso Robles, 80. Templeton, 15. Nipomo, 17. San Luis Obispo, 49. And Arroyo Grande at 24. So as we can see here, Paso Robles really is dominating the pack as far as the available inventory for sale. And you know, to be honest, we've seen about 70% of the closed sales happen in North County here on the Central Coast. So definitely a boom there as far as inventory. And we've got a few more housing developments going in, especially in Paso Robles. So I anticipate Atascadero, Templeton, Paso Robles in the years to come really to be a boom when it comes to housing. So how has this all affected the sales price? So if we take a look here, we have seen a little bit of a dip down. We took a look at the 3-month rolling average to smooth things out a little bit, but we can see here that in December we were $858,000 for a median sales price, and in January we dipped down a little bit, $836. And I think part of that is due to some of the decrease in mortgage applications. We saw an increase at the very beginning, the first couple weeks of January, but the last 3 weeks or so, we've seen a decrease. And here's a little quote to kind of break that down for us. Mortgage applications in the U.S. slumped 7.2% in the week ending January 26 of 2023, down from a 3.7 rise in the previous period. Data from the Mortgage Bankers Association showed. Applications to buy a home were down 11%, while those to refinance a home increased 1.6%. Mortgage applications surged by 9.9% in the first week of the year, a sign that lower rates are bringing home buyers off the sidelines, according to a report released Wednesday by the Mortgage Bankers Association. Now, this came out January 10th of 2024. So really comes down to mortgage rates, right? We need to see a little bit of a reduction there in the mortgage rates, really to encourage home buyers to make applications for a mortgage. And we probably need to see a little bit of a reduction in the pricing just to bridge that gap a little bit better, especially for those first-time home buyers who might not have a lot of equity saved up. But overall, home prices, I think, in 2024 are going to hold steady, and it's going to continue to be a relatively seller's market out there. And part of that is just due to the low inventory that we see here on the coast. So much equity that people have that might be coming in from out of the area when they sell a house, and they come in with the equity from that house to buy here on the Central Coast. So a little bit of a challenge for first-time home buyers, especially here on the Central Coast, but it's possible, and it is something that I recommend being a homeowner here. So if you're interested about being a first-time home buyer, first-time homeowner, reach out. We love helping those people move from paying their landlord to paying themselves and buying their own home. So reach out if you want to be a first-time home buyer here on the Central Coast. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit about how that has affected the list price to the sales price. So typically, in a strong seller's market, we're going to see pretty close there to the list price versus sales price. So there's not going to be a whole lot of concessions that are offered. So taking a look here on the SLO County, what we have seen. Percent of original price, 99.1%. So we are seeing very close to the original price received. So that means as a home seller, price your home right with the right promotion, right presentation, right, the right price, then you're going to be able to see very close to your list price. So good thing for home sellers out there. You just want to make sure that you're not overpricing your home. And that's going to lead to stagnation. It's going to lead to buyers not being interested, and it's not going to be a good thing overall for you. So that's one of the things that my team really specializes in, is accurately pricing your home based on the upgrades and the features and fixtures of your house, and also compare it to the closed comparables in your neighborhood or that are similar, and then your competition, what's out there available for sale. All right, so there you have it, short and sweet. We just talked about the Central Coast housing update, give you some ideas on what's going out there. And I'd like to talk real quick about what I anticipate for 2024 and my advice for buyers, sellers, or investors out there, and kind of give you some of my perspective as a real estate broker. So first thing, I do anticipate that we're going to see some more inventory coming on the market in springtime. We had a lot of buyers on the sidelines last year just because of the higher interest rates, but I anticipate with the lower interest rates, those buyers are going to come back and start shopping again. And those home sellers who were hesitant to sell last year because of those high interest rates, and let's say they needed to buy a replacement home and use the proceeds from their sale home, now they're seeing those rates lower. So the difference between 4.5% to 6.5% is not nearly as big as it was from 4.5% to 7.5% or 8%. So I anticipate more inventory. I anticipate more home shoppers coming to the market. A lot of it just depends on the interest rates. If they go up, if they go down, we do anticipate them going down, but that's going to be a factor to determine the trends that we're seeing in 2024. There's so many beautiful homes available for sale, available for purchase here on the Central Coast. So if you're thinking about buying a home here, owning a piece of the beautiful Central Coast, maybe you're moving out of the area, you want some advice when it comes to what neighborhoods and what areas you should buy in that best fit your lifestyle, I'm a native, so please reach out. Be happy to provide my insight. And if you're just curious about your status of your equity for your home, maybe you've owned your home for a few years and you're just not sure how much your home is worth, please reach out. Be happy to give you an equity report along with a market update so you get a more detailed approach like we talk about in these videos for your particular neighborhood and your particular home. We'll be happy to provide some insight as well on what kind of upgrades you can make to really make your home more valuable for prospective buyers out there. Again, please leave a comment in the comment section below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. What do you think is going to be happening for 2024 in regards to the housing market overall here in the United States, California, and particularly here on the Central Coast? Until next time, take care. Bye.